you can get off a pair of bell-bottom jeans, free pants, like, and a satchel. 2011, 12, you wear, they might look at you like the weird kid. Mm-hmm. You the pop, like, you popping, like, you dripping, like, or what does the kid say? You drippy? You got drip?
I was gonna say dripping swagoo.
And it said dripping swagoo. Bro, get the f*** out of here, man. We back, though.
Them clouds never get old.
We feeling great. It's episode 192. We back in the building, Rise and Grind Boys. It's your boy Roderick.
Yes, sir, Cari. We here in the building, man.
Let me get this music out of here so we can speak clearly.
Yo.
It's Thursday. How you feeling midweek or post midweek?
Yeah, man, I feel great, especially after that intro. But the week has just been great. Work just been cool, man. You know, it's the week not over yet, so still just looking forward to the weekend. We got a big weekend coming up.
Hell of a weekend.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking forward to the weekend for sure. But overall, I'm feeling good. Feeling good, man. How you feeling?
I feel great. I feel like we've sped through this week. I can't lie to you. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of just flew by. My job, I really enjoy it. So the days just kind of fly by. Even if I come from working, I've been in customer service or a call center before to where things are super, super duper high paced. You're dealing with a lot at once. As soon as one client is over, you're dealing with the next client. Mm-hmm. I'm not really dealing with that. Everything has taken a much slower pace. So I really find myself twiddling my fingers sometimes to the point where like shit is so easy with what I do.
Right.
So I'm really just having a good time relaxing. I'm working my way towards the end of the week because rolling into Thanksgiving week, you know how schools rock. No school, man.
Oh, shit.
Come on, man. I'm out that whole week.
That's not even fair.
Yeah, man. And we're going to roll back to Christmas. We're going to be out then, too.
How long for Christmas?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
You know how I rock, man. You know how it's rocking. Somehow I always find myself in some kind of sweet spot. Like,
you're not even going to know what to do with yourself with all that time.
Shit. That's what you think. Like,
you're like, I already got it planned.
I will find... I don't really need much.
Yeah.
2 weeks, all I need is my subscriptions to streaming platforms, my subscription to Xbox Live, and my Connect. You thought I was going to say something after Connect? My Connect 4 or my Connect 2? Yeah. No, my Connect.
Yeah.
After that... You can leave me in the house forever, nigga.
Yeah.
I will come out with the longest beard in a manifesto of my entire life, nigga. But I can be there forever.
Yeah. I can tell, though. Especially the way it's set up. You know, like we mentioned before. Like I said, like I don't even know how you leave. I would never leave. The man cave. The crib set up nice,
yeah. The cave is set up to where there's a TV in the cave. We got a couch in the cave. Dual monitors, one's for the actual computer side, one's for the gaming. We got a lot going in there. But let me get out of my house for y'all. The fuck?
Niggas like, what? Okay, where?
Yeah,
Tell me more.
My apologies, but that's the man cave. I feel like I needed to transform a part of my spot to the man cave. You got to do that for one of these rooms here. It's really gonna tee up. You get some nice lighting around that fucking room. You're gonna find yourself never leaving it.
Yeah.
But Cari's a good Samaritan, so he doesn't use plants and herbs inside of his home. That's my Zen space in my man cave. Yeah. So it all happens there.
Yeah, of course. But that's crazy though, the 2 weeks off, man. You remember being in school as a kid when you knew that you was about to have 2 weeks off?
Oh man, can you just remember that last day? You got a half day in school.
Yep.
You've been watching movies in your teacher's class. You go to lunch, you pick up a sack lunch. And then you just wait to go home. Parents pick you up around 11, 15, 12. Some of those times, if you got somewhere to be, if it's already holidays, you might be traveling to the family.
Yeah, bro, absolutely.
Fam comes and signs you out around 9:50, 10 o'clock. I'm like, Mom, why did you even go to school? Like, what'd you do this for?
That was the days, man.
Man,
real.
That's
the golden days.
Yeah. We were talking pre-production. You were saying some of the teachers hit you with that "see you next year."
Oh, yeah, you know that corny joke that
stupid ass
the teachers used to get out, but even as a student, as a kid, I used to get that shit out too. Like, see you next year.
Absolutely.
They said it was funny when you was young, like in elementary, but then after that, it's like, all right,
tough.
Like stop playing. But no, that's hilarious though, bro. But I'm jealous. I'll just say that.
Thanksgiving is definitely on the way. I mean, we'll get into more of that next pod. And I want to give a forewarning on both pods. Beginning Thursday, the day of Thanksgiving, and Monday, Cyber Monday, we will not be in the studio. So the Thursday pod on Thanksgiving, you guys can obviously understand. Time for family. We don't even want y'all, I mean, not that we don't want y'all to listen to us, but, spend that time with your family, yada, yada, yada. Spend it back on Cyber Monday. That's for us.
I was about to say, we was like, fuck it, let's take another one.
Yeah, I was going to say, for Cyber Monday,
I was like,
I don't really have a reason for that.
Right. I just needed that one. That was just for us.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, the dates, man, that's November 24th. Thanksgiving, obviously. Monday is November 28th, Cyber Monday. But yeah, don't expect no pods on that day.
Yeah, we'll be back for the Thursday pod after Cyber Monday.
Yep.
And we'll come back on the Monday pod this next Monday and let you guys know again that we won't be in, but just be expecting that. I don't want to see the comments under the page or get the text messages to my phone or the DMs because y'all do it.
For sure, and I appreciate it.
Hell yeah,
especially
I appreciate it.
The last time, we spoke on it, but definitely just want to say it again. Like, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Because it was really just on some real life shit. Like, of course, the pod, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that was not expected or planned.
Right.
Yeah.
But of course, I'm saying like the people reach out. Like,
okay.
Of course, they like, what a pod. But people really make sure you're good. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything's straight. You know what I'm saying? Was good. So that's what I appreciate the most, bro. Like, it's real love and that support, like real genuine love.
Even if it was just because you felt like your day through work was going to be boring and it was a selfish thing. Hey, fuck it, be selfish because this is here for you. For you.
Right.
But do we have anything else we were getting into?
That was it, man. We can go ahead and jump right into it.
Yeah, let's jump right into the music. Where we at with this? Let's get to it. Roddy Ricch, Feed the Streets 3. It's coming out tomorrow.
Absolutely, man. Very, very, very anticipated album. Let's call it an album. Do not call it a mixtape. I know the previous two are mixtapes.
Not this one.
But 3 is an album, man. It's here. It's going to be here on Friday.
It looks like he's put all his chips into this one, too.
Yeah, man, absolutely. We're getting 15 tracks. We probably already heard about 3-4 of them, I believe. But Roddy Ricch is here to really put his name back in the game.
And when I say extensive, yes, what you put his name back in the game is the best statement that could be made. But what I mean by extensive is he's put out 4 singles for this project already. All of them bangers. He knew what he was doing. If you take a look at the track list, it's Feed the Streets. He dropped it in the style of a menu. You could just see the links that he's going with. He's not just dropping the list with the features. He's got a gimmick with it. If you can look at the cover art, it's him and I think 4 others sitting at the table.
Yep.
And it's really, really beautifully done. It looks like there was a lot of money spent on that cover art. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, a lot of money spent, but just a lot of time put into the entire, project.
Look at me pocket watching.
Right. But nah, man, you just love it when artists take their time. We talked about Roddy Ricch. That's probably somebody who really took a step back. I mean, he showed us that he took a step back. He got back to the basics.
It was needed, though.
Of course. But you appreciate it when somebody actually accepts the fact and then, they give you a project. So I love the way that he's rolling this out. We talked about those singles, the cover art, the features, like everything. There's only going to be another feature. So we got the song with Lil Durk, and then I think Ty Dolla $ign is going to be the second feature. But I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait to hear Roddy Ricch. Like we said, super fan. I'll say that. But yeah, just looking forward to hearing his music.
Is Roddy over at Atlantic?
Mhm.
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure of. I was just double checking on that. Everything's lined up for him to have a successful drop. So we'll just wait on it.
Just wait on it.
I was just about to say that. R.I.P. Takeoff. Just wait on it. Him being attached to Atlantic, that was another thing that I was gonna say, because I know is he at Atlantic? No. I know YSL has distribution through a major. I'm just not aware.
300.
Okay, you're right. You're right, through 300. That was a brain fart. Yeah, I'm tripping. I'm thinking DS1, DS2, DS3. Those were all considered mixtapes, but DS4 is an album.
Oh yeah.
So I mean,
of course, we know it's an album at this point. I don't think the label is still trying to decline that.
Okay.
That what are we gonna call it? That declaration that Roddy Ricch put on this fucking project. Like, this is an album, so hopefully they're not even on that no more.
Okay. Just wanted to touch base with that. Mm-hmm. Like I said, we're moving on into the rides. We're in the rides. Let's go ride wave. He's dropping a project called Jupiter's Diary, 7 Day Theory tomorrow. Yeah,
man. So, we had just talked about him dropping that song, Break My Heart. We talked about how, he sounded different. He told us that he wasn't on that sad rap, going to be on that anymore. And then he told us, he dropped that song, and now he tells us that an EP is coming out. So pretty quick. We were talking about, like, hey, what is Rod Wave going to do next? Is he going to drop music? Is this going to be his new style, new flow? So I'm tuning in to this just to see, like, how this is going to sound. He has me intrigued.
I'll go out on a limb and say this will be all rap.
All rap?
If
I don't know, man.
What he said before was that he wasn't making any more sad ass songs. If he's sticking true to that and that's his plan, what better to set the tone on a statement like that than to drop an entire EP just like that? Then we're gonna move on to an album. You guys are already used to my sound just rapping. I'm gonna give you guys an EP.
Yeah, maybe so.
That's how a new artist drops before they drop their first album. You get an EP. I'm dropping my brand new style. I'm rebranding myself, if that's what he's gonna do. With an EP.
No, yeah, that makes sense. I'm just looking at the title still. Jupiter's Diary, it just doesn't give me that.
It doesn't, it doesn't come off as
a straight rap. Yeah. I think it sounds like a mix, just like a combination of things. Hopefully, that's what I expect.
I got my gun in my drawers. I'm ducking sad news. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like is coming.
Yeah, man. But looking forward to that for sure. As well, like we said, just because we're not sure on what he's gonna do next, regardless of how this sounds. I think that just makes this even more like intriguing for me. So definitely gonna check that out, man.
All right, let's get to it. Key Glock, PRE5L, another EP.
Another EP, man. Everybody's getting those EPs out at the end of the year.
Yeah, man. We had Glorilla drop an EP last week. Rod Wave's dropping an EP. Key Glock's dropping an EP.
Yeah, his is going to be 5 songs. To me, man, this is a very, very, very important drop. Very important, even though it's 5 songs.
Why do you say that?
Just for Key Glock. Still, we are obviously post the death of Young Dolph.
Yeah.
I hate to say that.
We're more than a year past it now. I think we just passed that, in the last week.
This month,
okay.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, like I said, we're still just post that situation. And, when we talked about it when it first happened, we were like, man, for Key Glock moving forward, he has to now be the face of PRE. And
he is that.
And he is, and he's been consistent. For me, I would say this year, everything that he dropped, I think it was the deluxe, whatever Ambition for Cash and all that shit, whatever that tape. I think it's the yellow tape.
Yellow tape 2.
2, okay. That and everything after that, he's been killing it. So I just think this is important because this is like his first drop since Dolph has passed. You know what I mean? And we said, like, him being the head of the label now, he has to establish himself as the king. He has to carry PRE. So that's why I think this drop is just that important for him.
I think it's really important, not just for the reason that you're saying, because that's true. On top of that, I think the fans want to see, is your music going to be able to hold the label?
Mm-hmm. Are you that guy?
I think it's still too soon for me to go in on that conversation on whether Key Glock is the guy. I think we've talked about steps that could be beneficial for him moving forward. Mm-hmm. And if you guys remember what we're talking about, we don't have to deep dive into that. I think that's gonna happen. I can honestly say I feel that Key Glock switch coming.
So if I'm not mistaken, you're talking about him possibly signing to a major.
That's
right?
happening.
Okay, I'm just making sure we're on the same page, and so the listeners know. So you think possibly, and like we said, we don't have to deep dive it, but possibly one day Key Glock, his hand may be forced where he has to sign to a major label.
He doesn't have to do anything, and he would never have to sign. But in my eyes, Key Glock wants this.
Okay,
and he wants it more than just the bread out of the game. I feel like Key Glock really wants to be in this game. And if you can remember some of the conversations we even had before about PRE, Key Glock, Young Dolph, and even the features that you see on their albums, because they're not so much in the mix of the mainstream rap game, because they're kind of ousted from that because they won't sign to a label. I think Key Glock wants to be a part of that. That sounds, it might sound crazy to some. I think Key Glock wants to be in that mix. And I think Key Glock wants his name to sit up there with those rappers. And I think it's going to happen.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense.
Whether that's distro publishing, something like that. That's
something though.
We can move on. We're in the second week of Drake and 21 Savage's Her Loss. They did over 400,000 first week. They're looking towards 171,000 in the second week.
Super crazy, man. These guys are just blowing up the charts. I think they had about 8 songs in the top 10.
They had 8 out of 10 songs in the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100.
Yeah, that's just
the only other
insane.
Ones were, I think, Taylor Swift. Yeah. Taylor Swift. And who was the other one?
Sam Smith, Kim Petras. But yeah, they had all the way from number 2 to number 9.
So that's 7.
No.
Or is it 8?
It's still 8.
Okay. When you named 3 names, that's why I was like, okay. You said Sam Smith. It must have been featuring somebody else.
Oh, yeah. It was 2 people on the song.
See, look what you did. Like, you kind of confused me. I heard 3 people. I was like, so that makes 7.
But you already knew the number was 8.
What's 9 minus 2? That's what I started doing. I hate when I'm counting.
Nah, bro.
No. Because everybody can kind of relate in this instance. There's some things you can count 1 through 10, and there's some things you can count 1 through 10, but you gotta count 1 as being actually in the moment. Like, you're counting 3 hours. Are we counting 3 hours ahead, or does this hour count as the first hour? I fucking hate that, and you just did it. You just did it, Cari.
I wasn't even thinking like that. That's you.
9, 2, does that make 7? Or is it still 8? No, fuck that. You're not fucking doing that to me.
All I said was you knew that it was 8 out of 10. We just said that.
But then you named 3 people.
I know.
And you threw me off. Now I'm like, damn, he named 3.
But I said Sam Smith and.
You did not. I swear you did not. No, you didn't, man. Pod, it's cool.
Yeah, we gonna see.
Yeah, we'll let the pod get to it.
You seen them commercials, bro, where they
Nope.
It's families
No, I'm just kidding.
challenging shit. They throw the flag. They be like, I thought you were gonna pack this. They go on a trip and they forget like something right at the house, and they say, I thought you were gonna pack it. He said, no, I thought you were gonna pack it. And they throw a challenge flag, bro. And they watch the shit, and she was like, you know what my favorite part was? When you said, I will pack it. Like, bro, that shit is hilarious, bro.
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's hilarious, bro. But anyways, we can move on, man.
Probably funny if I've seen it.
Yeah. Shitting on me.
My bad, man. My
Shitting
bad.
on me. No, let's get back to what we was talking about. Her loss. We mentioned that, they had 8 out of 10 songs in the Hot 100. But they just blowing up the charts, blowing up the sales, blowing up the media. These guys are everywhere. Everybody can't stop talking about Her Loss. Are you still playing this album as much as you have been in the last week or 2?
No, I'm playing it way more than I was playing it in the last week or 2. I'm not playing.
It's only been out 2 weeks, right? That's my fault.
No, I'm just saying, like, in the past week or 2,
Yeah.
I've been playing it, but I'm playing it now more than I've been playing it when it first came out. 90% of the music that comes on my phone or that I've been playing this week has been Her Loss. I've rarely deviated from it. If I deviate from it, it's because I'm listening to Nas. What about you?
Yeah, same thing, bro. Like it gets to play every day, especially certain songs. And then the thing is, there's certain songs that when they come on, I have to spin them like 3-4 times in a row before I move on.
When Privileged Rappers comes on, I'm playing that song. I shit you not, at least 9 times.
Not for real.
I'm gonna play the song at least 9 times.
For real, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know how long the album is, but it takes me 2 extra hours or an extra hour because I'm playing another song 5-6 times. But
that's truth.
yeah, man, it's crazy. It's that good. But yeah, still playing. Of course, I'm gonna be playing this for the rest of the year consistently.
They're not gonna make any money off this album.
Why you say that?
We've gotten I got a new report. I don't know if I shared it. But Vogue said that case is open and shut, and that they want $4 million from it. Oh, yeah. If they're getting $4 million from that album, they can kiss the sales from that album goodbye. I don't care how many records they sell. If they want $4 million, you're getting the album sales. You're getting the first and second week's album sales. You're getting the first.
They ain't gonna let them just pay out of pocket.
Fuck no. They're getting the first few months of those album sales.
Nah, yeah, they may. Which is fine. They ain't no tripping, bro. This was more of a publicity stunt than anything.
What, for Vogue or?
Nah, for the artist.
Oh, I was about to say, I was like
Drake and 21 Savage.
Why would they do this?
Nah, yeah, for them. Like you knew the sales are gonna. It's Drake. It's 21 Savage, yes, but it's Drake. Drake is always gonna do 400.
True.
At least 3. You know what I'm saying? He always gonna do.
Oh,
that,
he's used it when he's solo. He's doing 5 or 6.
That's what I'm saying. So of course, like they knew that was gonna happen regardless. That's why they had all the controversy to come with it. Like let's carry it. So they'll be fine. But like I said, they're making noise, man. Drake is all over. Like we said, getting sued. 21 Savage been making noise as well.
21 Savage has been the one making noise this week. Mm-hmm. As soon as we were done potting, I woke up the next morning or the day after or some shit like that, and there's a report that 21 Savage had called Nas irrelevant on Clubhouse.
Yeah. Well, he spends a lot of time in Clubhouse. I see that. Like most of the things that come out now, I see that 21 be in Clubhouse a lot.
Well, even back in the prime Clubhouse days, like the COVID lockdown 2020 days, he was very popular from the very beginning on Clubhouse. So I don't think he ever really got off of the platform. And after a certain point, there was equity to be given out in Clubhouse. And I think a lot of the white investors got it first. And Black Clubhouse raised hell over it because they slated or stated that they kind of built the platform. So then there were a lot of silent investors in the Black community that were offered equity from Clubhouse, Kevin Hart, and I believe 21 Savage is one of those.
Interesting.
So if you see a lot of those big stars that still stay on it, they more than likely have equity in the company. Joe has that with Clubhouse. Kevin has some stake in Clubhouse. I believe 21 does as well.
Okay.
Yeah, those big ones, they got a bag to stay.
For sure. No, that makes sense. But yeah, he got to talking crazy about Nas. He said that he just has a loyal fan base. He still makes good ass music, but the reason why people love him is just because his fan base is loyal.
He said that doesn't make you relevant.
He's not relevant.
Yeah, he stated before that actual quote that he's not relevant.
That's crazy.
The argument in there in that room was whether Nas was relevant or not. How do we define relevancy?
Shit. Longevity?
Yes. And I feel like being the current topic of discussion makes you relevant. I feel like if every single hip hop platform is noting that Nas's album drops this Friday, if the big wigs that post the young guys, if we're looking at the college kids and the academics pages posting about Nas's album and his first week, I would deem that relevant because these are platforms that are outside of Nas's age range or demographic, should I say.
I mean, the guy won Grammy for Best Rap Album of the Year just 2 years ago. So there's nothing else that really needs to be said, because that's what he strives for. 21 Savage and every other rapper in the game, that's what they strive for. That means you're the king of the game for that particular year, you know. So
true,
of course he's relevant, you know. And y'all know how we feel about Nas. We just came in last week and told y'all King's Disease. That's another tape that I'm playing.
We say he's the greatest rapper alive.
You know, playing that every day as well. So, I don't know. 21 Savage maybe said the wrong things here. Maybe he didn't mean it.
He basically described what a relevant rapper was without saying it. He said that he just has a loyal fan base and makes good ass music. But all of that is to the point where he's very talked about, even in the year 2022. I would like to say that Nas is very talked about. He covered GQ like last year. I would say Nas is relevant.
What that nigga Kodak say? He said, you know, the Ring doorbell?
No, I don't know what 21 said.
Kodak.
Oh, yeah, Kodak.
Yeah.
I saw that he replied. I didn't actually see what it was.
You know, the Ring doorbell. He was like, Nas invested in that. Of course Nas relevant. Niggas out here sleep.
Is that what makes Nas relevant?
It's just Kodak talking crazy, bro.
I know. But Nas, Kodak Black definitely did come to Nas's defense.
Of course.
21 Savage kind of walked back what he was saying. Do you have the quote?
Yeah, he said, I would never disrespect Nas or any legend who paved the way for me. Y'all be trying to take stuff and run with it.
I don't think in that instance he meant to disrespect 21 Savage, Nas. I don't think 21 Savage meant to disrespect Nas. But I can 150% see how that is taken as disrespect by Nas or any of his affiliates.
Yeah, it's just the wrong choice of words.
It's the wrong choice of words. And in that conversation, I know how Clubhouse gets. It's just a bunch of niggas screaming all over the place. Right. And niggas are just talking.
I was gonna say it's instant communication, so of course you just saying shit. You know?
Sometimes it sounds bad. I know for a fact 21 Savage didn't mean it.
He knows Nas is relevant.
Yeah,
he's a rapper. He knows.
I don't know what he meant by that.
Yeah,
that was confusing, to say the least. Let's get past that. Are we still in her loss? Like we said, set to do 171 second week. Nas, King's Disease, he's set to do 28,000 in the first week.
Yeah, you said you saw a lot of people having something to say about that.
Oh, they were like, damn, that nigga 21 was right. They were like, what were we mad for? This nigga 21 was right the whole time.
He was trying to tell us, we just wasn't listening.
No, I don't think that the 28,000 is an indicator of irrelevancy or anything like that. I think 28,000 in the first week for a 49-year-old rapper deems relevancy.
Absolutely, man. That means nothing.
Yeah.
For Nas, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, in pre-production, that just means he has 28,000 loyal-ass fans, like you just said, man. He not worried about the numbers, man. He worried about the product, the quality. Nas don't need the money from rap. You know what I'm saying? He on his way. He trying to be a billionaire. Niggas don't need... I appreciate rappers or artists who still put as much into their craft when they don't even need what's going to come from it. You know what I mean? They're just giving us the music, bro. So we should just be more grateful for it, but not worried about it.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. We all know Nas is very relevant. Do we have more on Drake's album? Or I said Drake's album. Drake and 21's album?
No, that was all I had.
All right. We have news on music. Swae Lee and Post Malone's Sunflower. I just came in here maybe a month or two ago, Cari. And if you can remember, I said Post Malone and Swae Lee's Sunflower needs to go down in the book of greatest songs of all time. You remember when I said that? If we need, I was like, if there's a top 10 or a top whatever for greatest songs in music history, Sunflower by Swae Lee and Post Malone belongs there.
Yeah, I think I remember that conversation.
And it does.
Absolutely.
And the numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie. Numbers don't lie.
Facts. But no, 17 times platinum now.
This is now 17 times platinum. The most RIAA certified song in history.
In history, dude.
In the next 5 years, that track is headed towards double diamond. Listen to
I was
that.
about to say that's crazy.
Double diamond.
Never been said, never been done.
Charlamagne is punching the air right now over this shit about Post Malone. Only because I'm in this music field, I'm in this hip hop game field that is so amazing. Like, not amazing even in the good way. Congrats. Yes, that too, but truly amazed, like you're looking up at a shooting star. Double diamond don't happen.
Never happened.
It's never happened before.
Right.
They scratching double diamond right now. Like that, they're reaching it. Like if this is a birth, you can see the baby's head.
Now, it's pretty amazing when you think about it, because that you can argue that in any conversation as the greatest song of all time, like ever. You know that if niggas want to argue, it's sold 17.
The thing about it is, if somebody wants to say that, you can't even argue it.
Exactly.
It's not even arguable.
That's my point. Exactly. It's like that, man. But just shout out to Post Malone. Shout out to Swae Lee. So I did watch an interview of Post Malone. He got stopped by TMZ, but they asked him, you know, how do you feel about this accomplishment, man? And he really gave a shout out to Swae Lee and gave credit to how much Swae Lee really put into this song. He was like, as far as writing, actually putting the song together, like Sway was actually more hands-on than Post ended up being. You know, they worked on the song together, obviously, but he was like, nah, Swae Lee really brought this song to life. So I just appreciated that, man. Like, niggas still grateful, you know, still humble. When you have the greatest song, you know, possibly arguably one of the greatest songs ever of all time.
I think it's most important that he did that for Swae Lee, because Swae Lee's been not begging. And I don't even want to make it seem like that on his part, so I use the wrong verbiage. He's been dying for his musical expertise to be recognized in the music game. If you can remember, there were a few tracks on Astro World. I think even Sicko Mode or The Party Never Ends.
Yep, that's Swae Lee.
He didn't get song credit in Sicko Mode or whichever one that he was. What was the song with Nav? Ice in my good.
What is it?
Yosemite.
Yosemite.
I believe it was Yosemite that he might have been on too. Either that or it was Sicko Mode. That when you hear about it, it's Travis featuring Drake, or it's Travis featuring this. You never hear Swae Lee's contribution documented, or see Swae Lee's contribution documented on Astroworld, what we consider one of the best albums of the latter part of the 2010s. I saw him get mad over this and certain other artists that I can't really remember right now off the top of my head, over just not getting his credit over writing, or I thought of that hook, or I made your melody, or that chorus is mine. Sway is one of those Young Thug type of niggas and doesn't get the credit.
No, for sure. He does definitely quarterback a lot of shit, you know, has been for years. Because I even remember he was going to release a solo project or album and didn't, right? Am I correct?
I believe this was meant to come out at the beginning of 2020. COVID ruined all of that.
Okay. And then I remember a little stint where didn't somebody like steal his laptop or hard drive or something?
I think that had something else to do with it. His entire hard drive with his album on it got stolen. That might have been what it was, Cari.
Okay.
His entire album got stolen.
Okay.
That is the worst, and I don't think he got it back.
Yeah, obviously not.
You got to make copies.
Nah, you know, niggas be on one drive. Handy dandy drive.
Yeah, but then you fuck around and leave it at an airport, and
or your cousin steals it and never wants to give it back, charges you thousands for it.
I was gonna say, now you got to pay him $250,000 just to get it from him.
You feel me?
Real friends.
Hey,
was that about somebody? Head ass.
had to be.
We support the Jewish community. Moving on. Moving on. Do you want to stay in Swae Lee, Post Malone? Do we have more for that?
Nah, that's it.
All right, let's get past that too. Blueface. This was shocking. This was pretty weird to see.
Man, shocking to say the least.
Blueface, to my knowledge, has been one of the rappers that even if he carries a tougher image, Blueface stays the fuck out of the way. Blueface handles his business with his girlfriend. Maybe that's what's all in the news. But as it pertains to Blueface's rap, Blueface's personal life business. Now I take that back. I have to walk back everything I'm saying. We've had that whole debacle of him and his mother and his sister.
Oh yeah.
Then we had
How could we forget?
we had Krishan beat the shit out of his mother.
Yeah.
We had Blueface beat up Krishan's father. All of this we don't really talk about because it's not really.
So like why?
Why? Yeah, this is the Rise of Grind podcast. Yeah. Come on now, we're here to talk the hip hop shit. But Blueface is the hip hop shit. He's been arrested for attempted murder.
Yeah, like I said, when I saw this news, it was shocking. It was alarming, alerting, like you said, because I'm like, wait, what's going on? What happened? Because they said it stemmed all the way back from October
the 8th, I believe there was an event. We saw the footage. There's footage going around the internet right now. And from what it appears, allegedly, there's someone in a hoodie that looks like Blueface.
Right. There's a male figure
that could or could not be Blueface.
Right. He's in a hoodie, like you said.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's Blueface.
Right. Me neither. I don't know who it is.
I don't know who.
You can't see his face.
That TMZ and some other platforms are trying to say that's Blueface. I can't make a face out.
It could be anybody.
That could be Ronald McDonald in there.
It could be anybody.
It could be Denzel Washington.
You know what I mean?
That could be Tom Brady.
Hey, it's a lot of 6 feet tall niggas. It could be anybody.
It could be Brett Favre.
You know what I'm saying?
That ain't Brett Favre.
It ain't Brett. It ain't. Brett Favre not at the nightclub.
I was gonna say Brett. No, and if he was, he would have been in the parking lot sending a dick pic to somebody.
Chill out. They try to forget about that Brett Favre.
Get the fuck out of here, Brett.
Nah, bro.
We remember that shit.
But yeah, like you said, somebody, a male figure, in a parking lot, a truck pulls up and shots ring off. We don't know where those shots come from. I don't know which individual those shots came from, but shots went off in the parking lot.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. The hoodie and the hoodie individual
happens to go by.
It just looks like there just looks like some either that or he has that thing set on his phone where when someone calls you, the flashlight's off.
Yeah, it's just not a good look for Blueface. Like I said, just getting this news was alarming because I thought, like you said, he just walked the straight and narrow. Obviously not. They have him locked up for attempted murder. Krishan Rock took to Twitter. She said, why they gotta take you from me? Why they gotta take you from me, Blue? With a lot of broken hearts. But yeah, man, this is just crazy. Like I said. But there was something alarming. There was a tweet. And you know how tweets resurface because this tweet has to be from October. There is a gentleman, not going to say his name, but he said...
He's claiming.
This is quoted from October.
What day? October what?
It don't say. It's cut off, but obviously we know.
I believe it was October 8th.
It reads, I got jumped and was shot last night by Blueface outside the strip club.
That's insult to injury. Open and shut case, Johnson.
We got him.
Good work, Cooper.
Yeah, man. Good job. Good job, guys. We can all go home now.
I don't want to see this happen to Blueface.
Nah, man. It's just crazy. Attempted murder is not something you want to play with. I hate that happened. Like I said, I'm just curious to know what went down. Why was Blueface shooting? I know guys get down, but like somebody like him, bro, you think he has some shooters with him? Maybe. I don't know, but that's crazy. But that tweet is not a good look. He's already been arrested, like we said, within the last week. It's not looking good for Blueface. I don't know what else to say, man. It's an unfortunate situation. Obviously, we never wish these things to happen on any artist, any person, any man, any human, any female, whomever. But I do want to mention something, dude, and I hate that we have to talk about this, and it happens every time we say it. So next year, I don't want to say it. I don't want to bring it up. Every time we talk about how it's been consistent, nobody's getting locked up, everybody goes to jail right after we say that shit.
So we just not gonna say it at all.
Just not saying it next year. 2023, I don't want to bring up no rappers going to jail.
Okay.
Real.
I mean, they're gonna find some new thing to do.
Right. I know, but I'm just like, man, every time we talk about it,
They're gonna put every rapper on house arrest next year. Like, why are so many rappers on house arrest?
it's crazy, man. People just got to be safe. I don't understand. But, you know, I'm not the one to speak on people's lives. I don't know what's going on.
Ops make life unsafe, Cari.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I know they have things going on, but damn,
Like if you see the ops, life might get a little unsafe.
it's on site.
And I might have to protect myself in any way possible.
It's on site.
So, yeah.
I was about to say, it is what it is, man. But just prayers for Blueface.
Yeah,
You
let's
know what
get
I mean?
prayers to Blueface.
Absolutely.
I saw Krishan in Whack 100. They were already working to get him out. If we keep it 100 because of the MO that we talk about Blueface keeping, I think a bond is on the table. That sounds crazy for an attempted murder, but I think a bond is on the table. The only reason why it might not be is, and I'm not gonna go into detail because I'm like that. Tattoos go a long way in jail. And they mean a lot to rappers. I mean, they mean a lot to law enforcement and what it can connect you and tie you to. And I don't want that to be a reason why they don't grant a bail. If anybody is picking my drift up, I'm not going into detail about it. But we can move on because I'm not detailing it. Grammy nominations are out.
Yeah, you mentioned it on the last pod. They were coming out on Tuesday morning, afternoon, wherever you may have been.
They did.
They came out, and very shocking. A lot of names that we expected to be on there. We pretty much got the rap album all the way correct. We were like one off.
I know we want to talk the rap category. There's only one that I want to go over just to give congrats out, and that's album of the year itself. We've got some rap albums in there, or we've got a rap album in there. You've got Mr. Brown, The Big Steppers by Kendrick Lamar. He's nominated for album of the year. And then the other ones, I just want to give a couple of shout outs. 30 by Adele. Of course, we was fucking with 30. Bad Bunny. He's the first artist in Spanish history, I believe, to be nominated from a Spanish category inside of the American album of the year. That's huge.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's never been another artist to do so.
Steady breaking records, man.
Renaissance by Beyonce.
Yeah, I knew that was going to be in there.
Good Morning Gorgeous. Shout out fucking Mary J. Blige for an album of the year nomination.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Brandy Carlisle, I've heard of her. Coldplay. And then Special by Lizzo. The one that I believe is going to take it, though, is going to be Harry's House by Harry Styles.
Oh, of course.
It's Harry. If you have been around in the music scene for the last 3 to 5 years, it's Harry's world.
Yeah. Is he not the king of pop? Is he not the king of pop?
Don't fucking do that,
Did
Cari.
Rolling Stone not call him the king of pop?
They did.
Is he not the king of pop? If Rolling Stone says it, it has to be true.
It fucking has to be true if Rolling Stone says it.
The fucking king of pop is back to life.
What I will say is,
It's crazy.
unless you're Bad Bunny, Drake, or Lil Baby, well, I'll go out on a limb. Harry Styles is bigger than Drake right now. He is on top of the world.
For real.
He's the biggest artist in music right now, unless you're Bad Bunny.
Or Taylor.
Oh, he's bigger than that.
Is he bigger than Taylor? Taylor just did a meal first week. I don't know if anybody's bigger than Taylor.
No, you're not bigger than Taylor. You're right.
She did 1.5.
I'm sorry. She fucking around canceled this
I was about to
podcast
say,
just for me overstepping.
I was like, am I tripping? Am I missing something? She just did 1.5.
Roger, you're overstepping your fucking boundaries.
Yeah, my fault, man.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to do that to you. I'm sorry.
No. I was saying that's Taylor to me.
Okay.
Let me apologize to Taylor. I didn't mean to do you like that. There's nobody in this game fucking with Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
But in the male aspect, it's Harry.
Yeah.
He's gonna sweep that.
Tearing it up for sure. That's a dub for him.
We would love to see a Lizzo win. We would love to see a Kendrick Lamar win. We'd love to see a Mary J. Blige win. We love to see a Beyonce or Bad Bunny win, and we fuck with Adele. I'd love to see everybody win here, but I'm gonna go out on that limb and say Harry Styles takes it.
It's politics.
No way.
He deserves it, but it's politics.
Who deserves it on there more than him? Besides Bad Bunny?
Adele is on there?
Yeah.
Maybe Adele.
Okay.
Adele.
You heard that? You heard that?
I ain't heard the Harry though,
Okay.
so I can't say. Okay. You heard the Harry?
Yeah.
Is it the King of Pop?
He's not the king of pop.
But is it good?
But it's
It's album of the year worthy?
Let me take a deep breath before I say this.
Okay, take your time.
It's better than 30.
Okay.
He's on his shit card.
I'm gonna check it out.
Harry is on his
that's
shit.
Fine.
And
that's
it's
fine.
funky.
That's
like
fine. Oh, okay.
Like he's
he's
with it. But
what's his genre?
Pop, but
pop alternative.
Yeah, but it's like it's funky. I don't know. It's almost like
that's why I was asking because I know they call him the king of pop, but pop ain't really funky all the time.
You just gotta tune in.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. No, that is intriguing. I'm definitely gonna tune in. Shout out to Harry, man. But he wins that for sure.
And it's just so funny and fun to see the blueprint of music and how music loves that cookie cutter shit. You grow up as a child in a group, i.e. the Osmond, the Jackson, the Timberlake, the Styles, you can think of one from every single group, and they all bud to be a star at one point. It's just funny to see every single Olivia Rodrigo. It's just funny. And Harry's that one. It was Liam for a minute 5 or 6 years ago, and we thought he was going to be the big one. He had the fucking ladies under his thumb. Oh, Harry has taken it. Harry has this nice, free 2022 style that fits with every demographic. You know what I mean? Like, you look at him, and in 2013, 14, if he was in high school, he would have been a weird kid. Now, oh my God, they're eating this nigga up in school, pause. unless that's what you want, Harry.
No, right. But he got some style to him now, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah, not even that he has some style to him, but like, imagine the type of clothes that we wear nowadays, or you can get off a pair of bell-bottom jeans, free pants, like, and a satchel. 2011, 12, you wear, they might look at you like the fucking weird kid. You would have pop, like, you popping, like, you dripping, like, or what does the kid say? You drippy? You got drip?
I was gonna say dripping swagoo.
That nigga said dripping swagoo. Bro, get the fuck out of here, man. But there's a lot that would be considered awkward, weird, out of touch, out of style. That 01 to 05 kid is popular now.
Okay.
That's
what's up, though.
If you think about the watermelon sugar, that type of outfit, that's spells Harry. Yeah. It's fitting today.
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm gonna check it out, man. It sounds like something I will like.
Yeah.
You say it's good, I'm definitely gonna check it out.
And we're into that pop-ish, alternative-ish.
Listen to everything.
Yeah, you'll fuck with it.
Everything.
But we really came to talk about the hip-hop shit. I'm sorry I diverted us into Harry, King of Pop, One Direction, budding from a group, all of that. But I felt like it needed to be talked about.
Of course, definitely. But yeah, so we were starting out with the best rap album. I was saying that we almost pretty much named everybody on the list. We were guessing who was going to be there, but I'll go ahead and name them off. So we got DJ Khaled's God Did, Future's I Never Liked You, Jack Harlow's Come Home, The Kids Miss You, Kendrick Lamar's Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and Pusha T's It's Almost Dry.
Yeah, we pretty much named every single one of those except for Future. I Never Liked You. And I'm not even saying that's not a Grammy Award caliber album. I think it just slipped our mind last part.
I was just about to say, I'm not even going to lie. I forgot.
Yeah. Like,
I forgot about that.
We even had Gunna under consideration for a Grammy.
You know what I mean?
Bet Your Last Money, we really just forgot.
Absolutely. Like, when I saw the list, I said, oh, that makes sense. Wait For You was the biggest song in the world, went #1.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it, but nah, that's a tough list. Still thinking the same people coming out: Kendrick Lamar or Pusha T, or Jack Harlow. Damn, I forgot.
Kendrick Lamar wins this award.
We hope.
The only reason why I'm firm in Kendrick Lamar winning this award is because the Grammy Award winning voting process, or whoever that Academy of Voters were or is well aware of the backlash that happened from the 2013 Grammys.
I was about to say,
or the 2014 Grammys, whatever you call them.
I was about to say, they're on alert.
They are
For sure. Every blog,
every category that Kendrick Lamar has been nominated in ever since that, they have taken heed of the fact that they dropped the ball.
They blew it.
They dropped the ball. That was the year that Kendrick Lamar had dropped Good Kid, Mad City, and to the Grammy Award winning process, I'm sure he was an unfamiliar face. It was his debut album, unless you want to count Section 80. It was his mainstream debut album. Yeah. And he was up against a breakout mainstream star like Macklemore, who we of course know does not contain the lyrical ability of Kendrick Lamar or even the music content inside of The Heist that was Macklemore and Ryan Lewis's album that won that year. We knew that they were in no way in the same ballpark. It just didn't match.
Yeah, it wasn't even a conversation to be had. If you were really studying hip hop at that time, that's the issue. These committees, these councils, like we said, I don't know what to call them. This voting committee, they didn't have their ear to hip hop in that year, 2013, 2014. We would hope now, almost 10 years later from that things have moved progressively, and we have people who really have an ear to hip hop and to the streets and know that, Kendrick Lamar deserves this award, even though, like I said, it could be like they may be forced to give it to him. But I think looking at that list, I think he deserves it.
I think he deserves that too. That was the only reason why I said that they're for sure going to give it to him, because they remember what happened back then. And agreed. I don't think they're going to let that slip. The only thing I will say is we just talked about how this shit is politics. And if politics speak the way politics have been speaking, Jack Harlow wins this award. And then we have Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, The Heist, Part 2.
So the reason why I think they're going to still give this one to Kendrick Lamar, Jack Harlow has some other nominations that we're going to get to. So I think that's where they're going to let him clean up. Like, he has best song, performance, whatever. We'll get to, like I said, but they'll let him clean up that. I don't think you give him best rap.
But what I will say to the rebuttal is they do have a way every time of making things make sense with the awards. Even if they're unfair, they have a way of making it make sense to themselves. So if he cleans up in the song category, in categories that Kendrick Lamar is also nominated in, they need to make it make sense. And usually they'll make it make sense. And if he cleans up all the songs, they'll let him clean up the album. And then it'll just be sitting upon, will he win album of the year? And this is the main thing, Cari. They're setting it up the exact same way. I don't even think Macklemore and Ryan Lewis were nominated for album of the year. Jack Harlow's album is not nominated for album of the year. It's nominated for rap album of the year. So if Jack Harlow were to win for Come Home, The Kids Miss You over Kendrick Lamar, it would pose some sort of question like, how the fuck did Kendrick Lamar's album get an album of the year and Jack's didn't? Because that's what happened last time.
Yeah, no, I know your point, but Kendrick Lamar is taking home best rap album this year for the Grammys.
Okay.
He has to, man. I know what you mean. I get it. Trust me, I understand. Jack Harlow, he's the poster boy. He's on fucking KFC and New Balance commercials. Like, even those brands, like, who? They got Kawhi Leonard, but who the fuck even goes and gets a New Balance deal? That's crazy.
White kid.
Right. But no, yeah, he's gonna do the white man can't jump too. Just the perfect guy. perfect guy. He's probably fun as fuck to hang out with. You know, he looks like a cool guy, I'll say.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty cool guy.
Fun guy.
Yeah.
But no, bro, I get it. But like I said, Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale, and the Big Steppers, the 5-year wait. You gotta give Kendrick Lamar the best rap album. You have to, but we'll see. But like I said, Jack Harlow, he's not done.
There was a lot of backlash on social media stating that these are not the best rap albums that came out in 2022. I have seen nothing but backlash about these nominations because everyone that I've seen talk about it has stated none of these albums are the best albums that have come out this year. They said, if any, Kendrick and Pusha, none of the other albums should be on that list. I can agree with them that God Did should not be on that list. I can agree with you by saying Come Home, The Kids Miss You should not be on that list. I can agree with you almost with saying Future. I love Future, but there's probably some better albums that came out this year. Conway the Machine dropped this year. I saw so many reports saying that Jid should have been nominated for an album for the Forever Story. So many. And when you think about something like God Did being nominated for an album while the Forever Story sits, it makes me think, who's picking these albums? And are we just rolling with the names? We've got to stop rolling with the names because I don't think we roll with the names in the other categories. It's never that big of a deal.
I ain't got nothing to say. Yeah.
Have you? I'm just asking off the rip, and I'm sure the answer is probably yes. You've heard better albums that have come out this year than,
of course, I agree.
The first three.
Jid, I said it before when it came out. It was going to be one of in the top 5, top 10 best albums of the year. So of course I agree with that. But
Ramona Park broke my heart.
Yeah, we said Vince Staples should have been in there. Of course, there's albums that are more deserving, but we know it's the Grammys. That's why I hate how everybody claims
Freddie dropped.
Everybody claims they don't love the Grammys, but you love the Grammys. Like, I'm sick of it. Pick a side. Do you guys care about the Grammys or do you not care about the Grammys? Because there's always backlash. But
we care. Some care.
But you know what I'm saying? But every time it's something to cry about. It's fuck the Grammys. Like, bro, pick a side. Pick a side. Or are you gonna declare it or not? We're gonna start our own shit or not? Like, I'm sick. I'm sick of everybody getting mad when you don't get nominated or you think you should. Like, what are we doing?
Well, Kanye and Cari just showed you why we'll never have an award show.
Man, I guess.
We can't start that shit. We can't start that shit, Cari.
I'm trying to hear it, man. We can do whatever we want. If you put your mind to it, you can be whoever you want to be in life.
You tell them niggas Cari just You tell them niggas to suspend Cari that shit.
Man. Shout out to him. They say he working his way back.
Shout out Cari. He was supposed to be back last game. Mm-hmm. But
he did everything they told him to do. Let me stop.
Did he?
Let me stop.
They said that he did it?
I don't know. I was really trying to make a joke.
Oh, I was
like he was following orders.
I was like, please don't tell me he met with them niggas.
I don't know what he did, but they say he almost there. He's almost reached the final level.
He had to meet everybody. He had to meet Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat, the fucking Black Pope. This nigga had to meet everybody.
Yep. He met the Illuminati.
Ooh, I wonder who's in it.
Let me ask you this. You think when he comes out of this, does he still believe in his flat earth theory after this? Is the world round or flat?
Well,
that's another conversation.
They got right on his ass as soon as he talked about it the first time. You ain't heard him say shit about that flat earth since.
Yeah, they had to shut that up quick.
I don't know what it is, and I'm a conspiracy guy. I don't know what it is about that flat earth thing, but anytime somebody with a voice says it, why do they strike it down so, like?
Because it may be true.
You're not getting my statement about it.
I don't know, man. I really don't know.
It's mad odd that it's one of those things that if somebody says it that has a voice, they're gonna come to, or they're gonna go to every great length to make sure that claim is struck the fuck down. Do you remember when Steph said that the moon landing didn't happen?
Oh yeah, they got on his ass quick. Not Wardell II.
They were like, hey, not only are you gonna shut the fuck up never say that again. And if you want this tour around, we'll give you the tour that might show you this shit happen. But how the fuck is this tour here on the ground going to show me that you niggas
got on Cari ass quick? But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Kyrie Irving.
I don't know. I just know I'm going to name my son Kyrie for everything that's going on.
Yeah, man. I already got a little cousin named Kyrie.
Yeah, that little nigga's a soldier.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I said little nigga. Your cousin is too.
Yeah. You're a soldier.
Kyrie is soldier though too. Got to get through. But now can we move on into next nominations?
Yeah, so where were we at? Oh, best rap song, Jack Harlow, Churchill Downs featuring Drake, DJ Khaled's God Did featuring Jay-Z, Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, and more. Damn. Kendrick Lamar's The Heart Part 5, Gunna's Pushin' P featuring Young Thug, Future, and then Future's Wait For You featuring Drake and Tim's.
Okay, so this is
star-studded.
Best rap song.
Best rap song.
This song, I mean, this for me, this goes to DJ Khaled, God Did. Strictly based off of the Jay-Z verse, but if one doesn't get that, I believe it should go to The Hard Part 5, but Churchill Downs. If it doesn't go to God Did, Churchill Downs needs to take that.
Yeah, I'm saying Churchill Downs on this one.
You think it's
best rap song?
You thinking just based off of the politics? This
is where they let Jack Harlow
shine.
That's why I'm saying clean up. That's what I was getting to earlier.
The Hard Part 5 technically wasn't on Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, right. So that makes more sense to where if he won this over Kendrick, he's not beating a Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers song.
Kendrick is also nominated for another one, another category with that same song, which makes more sense. So that's also another reason why I'm okay.
Best rap performance.
That's why I'm okay with Jack Harlow taking this one.
Okay, I'm okay with him taking any of the songs. I just need them to make it make sense. So yeah, can we move on to best rap performance?
Yep. So best rap performance, we have DJ Khaled's God Did once again, featuring Jay-Z, Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, and more. Doja Cat's Vegas, Gunna Pushin' P featuring Young Thug and Future. Once again, Kendrick Lamar's The Heart Part 5. And then we have Glorilla and Hit Kids F and F. Let's go. Shout out Glorilla, man. Nominated for a Grammy right off the muscle.
Believe it or not, unless they truly let the who's play into this with politics, Glorilla wins this Grammy. I'm not, because with best rap song, you're talking about the song. With performance, we're talking about performance of the song. Glorilla wins that Grammy.
Is it performance of the song or is it music video?
Either way, that wins.
If it's music video, you give it to Kendrick Lamar, The Heart Part 5.
I'm not giving that. I'm not giving it to that just because he morphed into different niggas' faces.
No. Think of it like the Grammys. That's exactly why they're gonna give it to it. Think of you from the Grammys standpoint.
I don't think this is for the video though. There's not even a Pushin' P video, is there?
Yeah, they came out with a Pushin' P video.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
I remember because they were like in like a fashion store.
Is there a God Did video?
That's the one I don't know.
Because
I don't know.
To my knowledge, this is not about a video.
Even if it's performance though, I'm still riding with Kendrick Lamar, The Hard Part 5, just for what that song did. Music video performance. It was the first song, leading up to the album. I understand Glorilla from the streets. I'm looking at it from the Grammys.
I'm not even thinking about it from the streets. I'm just thinking about it as I get what you mean on like who will the Grammys really give the award to when they get down to the voting, or who they think's more popular, who they this and that. If I'm thinking about, to me in my head, best rap performance, who I think should win, I think Glorilla should win this award. Performing this, I don't think God Did as good as a performance as Hit Kid and Glorilla. I don't think Pushin' P does. Pushin' P started a movement, but I don't think that either. And The Hard Part 5 for me isn't much of a performance, and as it pertains to the song, it came and went. That's why I'm giving it to Glorilla. Glorilla had a hell of a performance for the song, and the song rang for 7 months. It's ringing. You hit it today. They probably don't give it to her. She is most deserving of this award to me.
Your argument is fair, 100%. I understand everything there. But yeah, like I said, I'm just thinking about it from the Grammy standpoint. I think they just give it to Kendrick Lamar just off of that. But of course, I agree. Glorilla, definitely deserving of that. I'm happy, like I said, to even see her get nominated to be on the list. That's amazing, bro. That's amazing. Shout out to her. You know, a lot of people try to hate on it a little bit, like, damn, because why Nicki ain't nominated? Why this person? Like, man, just show love. Just show love. Like, I understand. We know there's some people that should get nominated. It happens every year. But once again, that's my thing. Like, do we care or do we not care?
We care.
All right, man. Well, shit.
We want to act like we don't care. But the only reason why we care, we should not. But the only reason why we care is because it's been around for so long that it's looked at as a benchmark. If it hadn't been around for so long, if the Grammy was only 4 years old, we wouldn't give a fuck. It's only because it's 75 or however many years old, and that it's been established to this point of prestige that we're damn near forced to give a fuck about it. Mm-hmm. We don't have another choice, because what other award show that we have that values music to the masses?
I get that. I'm 100% okay with that. I want something to glorify us as the best podcast in the world. Of course, you want recognition. That's what you're in the game for. I understand that. But let's just say this is what we want. Let's not go back and forth. That's all I'm saying. I just hate how everybody goes back and forth when you don't win.
Well,
like let's stop being sore losers.
Well, I think it's a little bit past being sore losers. Is we've gotten to the point where we're looking at getting our face spit on for forever.
That's fine. That's fine. I get that.
Like J. Cole was getting spat on.
Yeah, still to this day.
I think he has a valid reason to say fuck the Grammys.
But he stayed firm. He ain't been to the Grammys in years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
he don't even put his shit up.
But there was big thanks and congrats and all that shit not big thanks towards him. He was screaming thanks and shit when he won his first Grammys. When he first
got it, because of course,
but that's on the same shit that it should have been like, hey, I got it.
The nigga can't say thank you. God damn.
He held up a sign that said "fuck the Grammys"
and won a Grammy, bro. It's just like, all right, cool, thanks.
If you said fuck a nigga.
It's an award.
Oh, see, look.
Man, man. I know what you're trying to do.
If I said fuck that guy, like, there need to be extreme circumstance. He has to save my fucking life before I look at him and go, thanks.
Linking with the ops. I did that shit for Jay Prince.
Yeah, no, he did that shit because he wanted to be friends with Kanye.
Don't let Drake fool you. He was crying at the concert.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's why I'm saying, dude. Like, come, can we stop?
This nigga cried when he was asking for Kim back.
Can we stop, guys?
I need you to run right back to
dude, I hate the games. Like, come on now.
But that was
be real.
That was Drake's way of not having to make a public written statement saying I denounce Kanye and I support the Jewish community.
I get it.
That was Drake's fuck Kanye.
Right. I know. I'm just talking.
And the community heard him and they were like, well, we got Drake out of there.
Good job, Aubrey.
Good job, Drake. We'll see you for dinner.
Yeah.
Do we have Best Melodic?
Yes. Best Melodic Rap Performance. Lotto's Big Energy live. They wanted to make emphasis on the live version. Futures, once again, Wait For You, featuring Drake and Tim's. DJ Khaled's Beautiful, featuring Future and SZA. Jack Harlow's First Class. Kendrick Lamar's Die Hard, featuring Blast and Amanda Reifer.
Okay. Now, I'm going to give you the two that it more than likely is going to go to, and then I'm going to give you the one that it should go to. This is either going to First Class by Jack Harlow, or what was the first one that you read? Because it's going to go to that.
Lotto's big energy.
Lotto's Big Energy. Either Lotto's Big Energy or Jack Harlow's First Class is what is going to win. Wait for You by Future, Drake, and Tim's is what should win that award.
I couldn't agree more, man, because I'm just going to always tie it back to the title. What is melodic? Big Energy? I don't think that's melodic.
If it is melodic, you have to give it to Mariah Carey's sample.
Okay. First Class?
You have to give the Fergie sample.
Oh, my God, man. Wait for You is melodic.
You have to give it to Tim's a sample.
But that's melodic. I get it.
True.
I guess. But that's more melodic to me than Big Energy and First Class.
It is. That's the only song on that, in the three that we're talking about, that there's even melodic singing or rapping by the artist outside of the sample or chorus.
See what I mean?
You early in the morning, late at night.
Yep. Melodic. But no, I agree with you. Like,
I can hear your feelings when you drop over the phone.
Who should win should be Future for the Wait For You track. But I think they're going to give this one to Lotto, to be honest with you. Big Energy.
And that's when we got to shut up and just accept our award for the culture.
Yeah.
Some you can be mad at because, like, if back in 2013, if Kendrick would have lost to a fire-ass Pharrell album, we wouldn't have been able to say anything. Or if it was even somebody of a lower statute, if he would have lost to a fire-ass Meek Mill album, we would have just had to bite the bullet because it was the culture. Mm-hmm. It was who he lost to.
Macklemore.
If Jack takes this award home for First Class, we got a problem.
I said it before. You want to put a guy into retirement? If you want,
just keep robbing
Grammys. Listen to me. If it's your job to retire Kendrick Lamar, don't give him that award. I promise you, he's retiring because that's fucking insane.
Yeah, you're right. I had to just sit here and think about it. For him to return from 5 years hiatus, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers stepping the way he did,
just a name,
and we shit on it. Just the introspect that went into the album.
Just crazy.
Yeah, no, there's problem in that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Do we have anything else that we wanted to get to?
That was it. Just, for rap, like we said, we're just gonna stick with that. Of course, there's other nominations that you guys can check out on your own time, but I like the list. I'll say Grammys. Of course, there's some where maybe some of the albums, like we said, you could have added some others, but outside of that, the songs, performances, whatever, I think they did an okay job. And then we'll just have to wait until the actual ceremony to see who wins.
Yeah, I'll say they did okay.
Yeah, okay.
Let's keep going. Dave Chappelle. Why did I scream that? Dave Chappelle did a monologue on SNL. He actually hosted SNL last week. Mm-hmm. And we had a lot of gold on there. It was based more so around Kanye West and Kyrie Irving. Do we have thoughts on it?
Fucking hilarious, man. Just this guy is just the GOAT of comedy, man. For him he has this way where he can say whatever he wants to say, and it could be negative, it could be, racist, whatever you want to call it, but nobody gets offended in the crowd. They just laugh. I've never seen somebody be able to say some of the shit that Dave Chappelle says and nobody gets upset. They're just fucking laughing.
And even if they do get upset, nobody gives a fuck because it's Dave.
They understand, like, he's a lucky guy, man. Like I said, there's not too many comedians who can say some of the shit that he says.
It's because he's the best from his generation and he's so unapologetic. That's the best part. Not the best part, but the reason why he's still able to do this, because he sits at the top. He's aligned with the greatest of the great that aren't going to unalign with him for what he says because they respect his craft. And he's to the point where it's, fuck you, I said it. Who's going to drop me? And nobody's doing it.
No, you can't.
But in this instance, he came out. Most hosts do a monologue, especially if you're a comedian. Dave Chappelle is no different. He did a monologue. All of it was about Cari and Kanye, about the choices they've been making, the Jewish community statements. It was prolific.
Yeah, it was hilarious, man. Like I said, because those are sensitive topics right now. Obviously, we know that, but he had a way to make everybody laugh in the room and not offend anyone. You know, he didn't sway you one side or the other.
He's brilliant.
He just told a joke, and it's just crazy to see. Like you said, it's brilliant. I've never seen somebody be able to just flow with comedy the way Dave Chappelle does it. You know, so man, just a GOAT.
For him to be able to take something, even Dave Chappelle, knowing that he himself is in this famous celebrity circle and I have to watch what I say. He was able to make an entire set based off of things you shouldn't say at all and make it funny. He broke it down to where Adidas actually started from, who's behind it, things like that. And he talked a lot of shit that if you can read between the lines, you can see what Dave is saying about it.
Yep.
You just kind of got to be clever with it. He said a lot without saying anything. And like Cari said, he didn't offend Cari. He didn't offend Kanye. He didn't offend the Jewish community. But somehow he made fun of all of them.
And it's like, how do you do that?
Because he's fucking brilliant. When it's only going to take, God forbid, it's only going to take the passing of somebody. But they don't sit him right under Richard Pryor yet. When it's all said and done, you'll never dethrone Richard Pryor unless you're me. It's going to happen. But he's going to sit right under Pryor.
Yeah. Not just respect, man. Just GOATs, like we said. But like you said, the way he was breaking down the jokes, man, it was hilarious. He said, you know, Kanye was getting in so much trouble, Cari got in trouble.
That was fucking hilarious.
Like, they just didn't have a choice. They had to give it on somebody else. They had to just pick, here, pick one.
Kanye did get in so much trouble that Cari got in trouble. It was
exactly. It unfolded like that.
He made an example. Kanye was to the point where they were like, all right, we're going to make an example out of you. Because had he shared that before the Kanye thing, it would have just gone under the rug. I promise that Kyrie Irving tweet would have just gone under the rug. Right under it. Nobody would have even said anything about it.
It's always the timing.
But yeah, being that it was right after Kanye, they were like,
It's always the timing. Always.
Get your ass over here, Ree. Give us those fucking sneakers too.
Nah, he go by like Kai, I think. Kai. That's what
Really?
he going by. I think that's his name, yeah.
I think
that's how you pronounce it. Hopefully I'm not saying that incorrectly.
I swear I thought I've heard people say Ree.
Yeah, I see it's like Kai. Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, not my friend. Shout out Kyrie.
Yep.
Do we have anything else on Dave Chappelle?
No, just definitely check it out if you haven't. I'm sure it's on YouTube, SNL. Check that out, man. That's just great comedy. That's a great watch. You'll enjoy it.
It's on YouTube if you're a Hulu watcher. The playbacks from Saturday Night Live is on there. This is not an ad, but y'all can fucking pay us if you feel like it. But yeah, let's move on. There's a Casey Anthony doc that's coming out. We were born in 97, so we weren't around for 94, 95 when the O.J. Simpson trial happened. There are really only two other cases in history that when I hear blogs talk about them, they are truly compared to the O.J. Simpson trial, which is known to be the trial of the century. And that was the 20th century. And those other two are Casey Anthony and George Zimmerman. And the number one, or my apologies, I didn't mean to say George Zimmerman. Casey Anthony and Scott Peterson. The Scott Peterson, Lacey Peterson story. But the biggest one of all, second to OJ, is Casey Anthony. There's nothing bigger.
Absolutely, man. You know, the 2011 murder trial was just the biggest thing out. Like you said, we were, 14 at that time?
13,
14 years old. But I still remember.
You might have been 14. I was 13.
Gotcha. I still remember, though, vividly, like, that time. That story, it was on every you couldn't miss it. Every magazine, it was everywhere, man. It was that huge.
You couldn't miss it. I don't care if you were 11 or 10 in the 5th grade.
Yeah,
you could not miss this.
It was crazy.
I think the trial actually took place during the summer. I remember those summers vividly because we were always on Xbox. Even if we weren't playing games, we kept our controller in our hand with our mic to our heads because we were talking to each other the entire day. Casey Anthony's trials were going on. We were watching them together while we were talking on Xbox.
Yep. That's why I remember it so much, man. It was crazy.
I can't remember a specific trial more vividly than Casey Anthony's, not only because it happened in a point of time where we were just getting our wits about ourselves and remembering every fucking thing that was going on, but that bitch was lying.
The entire time.
She was lying.
And I remember that as a teenager.
Yeah, when you can pick up certain things as an adolescent, it's obvious.
Yeah.
Casey Anthony, I don't know what happened with her child, but I know the disappearance and death of her child is directly linked to her. I'm positive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like we said, it's been 11 years. This was in 2011. That's the year that she was found not guilty of the murder of her 2-year-old daughter, Kaylee. Casey Anthony is sharing her story, her side of the story, in a 3-part series, which will be titled Casey Anthony, Where the Truth Lies. It will premiere November 29th.
I cannot wait for this. This is in about 2 weeks, I guess.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy, man.
They said that she started making comments that she believes her father did it.
What?
After all this time, she's finally speaking.
She said that for real?
Yes, but even though we were young, you can remember those phone calls and those videos of Casey Anthony's parents with the search team.
Oh, yeah, I do.
They were the most active ones when Casey had gone missing, and all of a sudden we have these pictures of her in the nightclubs, in the strip clubs, when her child's been missing and hasn't been found. It's like, oh, okay, you don't give a fuck, baby.
You don't give a damn.
You don't give a damn.
Because you're up to something. You know something. But she skated. She skated, man. That's why this documentary, docuseries, whatever they're calling it, that's what makes it so interesting to me, because I'm like, that was put to bed 11 years ago. You don't bring that back up. Why speak on it now? Like, what do you have to say? We don't need to hear your side of the story. Like, it is what it is, you know?
We really don't. Now, of course, I'm sure she's getting a big, huge bag. If I was Casey Anthony, I want $10 million for this story. I want at least $10 million for this.
I probably want more than that, bro. You crazy.
I know.
What did Cootie just get from Ye?
Ooh, if Cootie got $20 million
come on,
for the Ye doc,
Casey Anthony is getting 20.
Right. You're absolutely right. I just didn't know the scope and landscape of how much people might be getting paid for this, so I kind of lowballed it. She fucking around and get $50 million for that.
Absolutely.
Don't let the girl write a book. Oh my God, that's $100 million.
Bestseller.
That's all she needs is to write a book. But she did that shit. That's one of those situations that your parents tell you, or you hear that saying that don't worry about it. God is gonna get those people at the end of the day.
Facts, man. Facts. And like you said, just being teenagers, being in school, middle school at that time, everybody's talking about it, because it's, to my knowledge, this is one of the first like mega cases when a child was, kidnapped and murdered, that I remember having that much attention.
Especially if, like you said, especially of our time period. Time period.
And on top of that, they were white.
And it started maybe that, I believe after that, there was a few different huge murder trial cases
of course.
You had Jodi Arias, who stabbed her boyfriend like 36 times. There were a couple different ones.
Yeah, for sure.
But Casey Anthony was the beginning of that in the 2010s. Like I said before, you didn't have big instances like that except for Lacey and Scott Peterson. But wow,
Yeah, man. Just stay tuned for that. You know, we definitely gonna give you the 411 our thoughts.
I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, can't wait, man.
Donald Trump has announced that he's running for president 2024. We already knew that this was happening. And what I said was, as long as this nigga is not in jail, you can expect him to run. It's here.
And look what happened.
And he's running.
Yeah, he's not playing around either, man. He had a rally. Is that what they call it?
Yeah, he's also running from subpoenas, but go ahead.
Of course. But he had a rally. He announced, you know, he's back. 45 is back. He should have just faxed a letter like MJ did. That's all we needed.
Oh, that would have, I'm not even going to lie. For Trump.
For the 45.
That would have been fucking fire.
Right, the 45 judge, everything. Look, man.
If Trump would have came back with a Michael Jordan letter, no. Like y'all might, and for the listenership, I'm not even being sarcastic. Whether we like him or don't like him, that would have been fucking fire.
Yeah, that would have been legendary.
No, yeah.
Legendary. But nah, man, you know, he took to his rally, announced that he's back, and I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. I mean, he's been telling us throughout this entire presidency that we've had with the Biden family, like the Biden administration, I'm sorry. He's been telling us ever since he lost that he's going to run again when he got the chance. So I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked by this, but I am interested to see moving forward, like what's going to happen. Is he really going to be allowed to run again? Is he coming back to social media? Like, it's election season warming up, you know what I'm saying? The year after next. So like that shit's going to come fast as hell.
Donald Trump is really good at what he does, and that's taking care of business. I'm not talking about as a president. I mean greasing palms and taking care of what he needs to take care of to make sure he lives to see another day and walks free. He's not going to jail. I know that there are a lot of people, and I'm not even saying this in support of Donald Trump. I'm just saying this for anyone that has high hopes of him being incarcerated. Donald Trump, I repeat, is not going to jail. There's no fucking way. As long as money talks, a nigga with $200 billion doesn't go to jail.
Yeah, facts.
Unless you're Bernie Madoff.
If Blueface is gonna get off,
oh my gosh,
45 gets off.
Yeah,
these rappers be getting off. Everybody getting off, man. But yeah. He's not gonna get locked up, bro.
Absolutely not. And he's running.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's gonna be interesting to see. Like I said, you know, all of next year is gonna be just ramping up for the election. So he's gonna be everywhere. So I'm curious to see, like, oh shit, like how is this gonna unfold? You know? But
you don't want me to tell you how it's gonna unfold.
Nah, yeah, I don't want to know. I just want to live it.
There was a lot of crazy shit that was going on while he was president, but there was also a lot of steady, stable shit that was going on while he was president.
Definitely had a lot of stability. I agree. The markets were going crazy.
Those Proud Boys, though.
Oh, shit.
The niggas were
Proud Boys.
The niggas was amped up. Where the fuck them niggas go? Were they part of that?
They're just waiting for him to come back.
Okay.
That was part of the January.
I was gonna say they all put away in that January 6th shit.
Yeah. They got put up with them for those 6-month sentences.
That's why they're trying to put Trump away.
I know that situation. Yeah, because we know he had knowledge of it. Everybody knows that. How they're gonna?
Well, he
organized it. Yeah, I was gonna say organized it, but how they're gonna say that he didn't, I don't know, and I don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's too much brain power for me to even use, because they probably finding every loophole that's ever been created.
That's what I was gonna say. The other reason, and I'm not saying we shouldn't care, the other side is well aware of the fact that he's going to find himself a loophole out of it. I don't even know why y'all are trying that hard. He's gonna get out, and he's talking. That money is gonna talk. It's gonna talk, and there's nothing you can do about that money talking. It's just gonna talk.
It sing too.
It sings like a fucking canary.
And when it get to singing, boy, it sing. Boy.
Hey, that motherfucker sound good while it's singing too.
Oh God, it do.
It sound like Whitney Houston.
For real.
In the 80s.
But yeah, bro, and he's somebody that plays it well. He knows it well. He has a lot of it. So of course he can make it rain, make it sing, whatever you want it to do.
Oh, that nigga's the mob.
Yeah, bro, he not worried about none of that.
Some of my statements this pod have sounded like sarcasm. I want y'all to know I am dead ass. That nigga's the mob. Mm-hmm. When he say something, it go. Like, oh, this is the first president we've really seen strong arm the fucking Congress. Like, this nigga was choking the Congress into doing what the fuck he wanted him to do.
Man, he strong armed everybody.
He strong arm any nigga.
Any country can get it.
And I'm pressuring you. I'm threatening you. I'm bribing you. Whatever I need. This nigga was on some Malcolm X timing.
Any continent can get it.
By any means necessary.
Any territory can get it.
They told that nigga about them nukes. He was like, I don't give a fuck. Come bomb this bitch.
Right, bro. He didn't give a damn, man. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. Like I said, you know, if he comes out of the Republican Party on top, you know, that's gonna be interesting to see. But I will say, I don't know if it's gonna be Trump. It's gonna be hard as fuck to keep the president Democrat after Biden. 'Cause they ain't did shit.
Yeah.
They ain't did nothing, bro. Like, I'm like, damn.
And it's actually getting kind of bad when
They chilling.
when the Democratic Party,
they're speaking on it.
I know.
Well, is the GOP? Is that Democrat? I don't know.
GOP is Republican.
Republican. What do they call Democrat? Is there a different?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways,
all I know is for all Texas residents, and for other states, just double check. The student loan reimbursement has officially been rejected, and it's been blocked by the state of Texas. So that's out. If you were hoping for your 20,000, it's not happening.
no trips to Dubai. I'm sorry.
Or
Maybe next year.
or a chance to clear your fucking credit.
They wouldn't worry about that credit, boy.
All right, they were not getting checks. Nobody was getting checks sent to them directly. They were gonna go to the loan providers.
Right.
So yeah, y'all can get that shit out of your fucking heads. But just imagine. But either way,
Yeah, but you can't do that.
not happening either way. But do we have anything else about Trump before we get out of there?
No, that's it.
He said he's gonna make all drug dealers offenses punishable by the death penalty. If you're a drug dealer, he said that you've contributed to deaths and heinous crimes, and that you've destroyed families, and for that, all drug dealers should be sentenced to the death penalty.
Only drug dealers, huh?
Hey,
Nobody else? Not murderers?
or maybe the legal drug dealers, which
Like doctors, pharmacies?
yeah, like Walmart.
Nurses, Walmart.
Like Walmart. We're about to get into Walmart. Walmart has just agreed to pay $3.1 billion to settle opioid lawsuits. It says Walmart proposed a $3.1 billion legal settlement, becoming the latest major drug industry player to promise a support to state, local, and tribal governments still grappling with the crisis in overdose deaths. Now, of course, if Walmart had actually no part in this, they wouldn't be giving any fucking billions of dollars up. But whether it's CVS, Walgreens, all of that, they're all under fire, and they have been for the last 10 years for pushing out opioids, because whether it's OxyContin, I think we talked about a Hulu TV show that I was watching called, I think it was Addiction or something like that, last year, that was specifically over OxyContin and the opioid crisis, on how all of these places at a certain point had the info on how dangerous OxyContin and other opioids were to addiction, and they just let it slide. Yeah, they just sold it anyway. So now that so many are addicted, and they were sold here at Walmart, they were sold here at CVS, they were sold here at this place and that place, a lot of those places are coming back, and they're putting money into the actual rehabilitation, which we shouldn't ever need, because it shouldn't have ever gotten this far. OxyContin literally ruined the fucking scope of opioids and medication. But
yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I'm glad that shit like this finally gets called. I know it's always too late, you know.
Right.
Lives are lost, families are changed forever. while these big corporations, these big businesses just sit and not have to worry about none of that. They don't think about that. They sleep good at night.
Big pharma.
You know what I'm saying? But I hate that shit, bro. So I love when the motherfuckers get hit and they got to cough up change. 3.1 billion. Cough that up.
The worst part about it is what you just talked about and what we just talked about. They sit there and, I mean, all they have to cough up is money. Whereas on another scale, if a drug dealer were to get caught selling those pills for maybe $5, death penalty is what Trump wants.
Crazy.
Now, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, Trump is just talking. We know that. But still, just to compare the two, it is looked at it like that to somebody. It may not be the death penalty, but
this ruined my family. This ruined my son or my daughter's life. Yeah.
If a drug dealer gets caught on the street, they're going to jail for that. You know what I'm saying? When, like you said, these pharmacies are doing the exact same thing, but it's legal. It's the same pill, same prescription.
Oh, okay. That's what you're saying. I was thinking like in the instance of consequences and death penalty, things like that. There might be victims' families that see that as suitable and as justice. You ruined my family.
Of course.
This was my son. He had kids, and this is my daughter. She had kids. I had this, and that relationship with them, and you took them from me, or you strained my entire family. You split them apart. One took this side, one took that side. My family doesn't talk anymore. Yada, yada, yada. All that's valid.
Just not happening though. Not the death penalty.
Yeah, no, not the death penalty. It's not. I don't see that ever happening unless fucking Florida does it. It would be Texas. It would be Texas and Florida that as soon as it fucking happens, or as soon as Trump were to be elected, they put that shit right in place.
The reddest of them all.
Have they took the Roe v. Wade law?
Who?
Did he already enforce that? Did Texas start enforcing it? Because I know it was upon.
Yeah, I believe so.
I know it was passed, but it was upon different states to start enforcing it.
Yeah, I thought they enforced it like right off the muscle. They start shutting down all the Planned Parenthoods and shit, I thought.
Well, they could shut them down. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a
good
question.
Because I like I said, I know that they carried it down from the country, but it was upon each state to enact it. Mm-hmm. I didn't know if Texas ever really enacted that. But I don't have the answer either. Do we want to go into Amazon?
Yeah. I read that they are slated to lay off about 10,000 of their employees.
Yeah, and from what it looks like, that's in the warehouse side. So prayers up to all my people that work in Amazon or working inside of a distribution facility or packing, sorting, anything like that. It looks like about 10,000 of those people are going to be laid off.
Yeah, man. They said those cuts could start as soon as this week. They're going to focus on the company's devices, organization, retail division, and human resources.
So basically everything's going to AR.
So you hate it,
or
man.
AI.
AI, yeah. Artificial intelligence. But you hate to see things like this, especially around the holidays. That's never great. I hate that they always do things like this at the end of the year, but it makes that makes sense when you're looking at numbers, fiscal years, and things like that. I understand, but
they're getting a severance package.
Regardless of that, though, like it's still, that's life changing for them. 10,000 people just losing their job. Can't even imagine that, but it happens, man. But that to me, I look at situations like this, and these are conversations that as friends we have all the time, and we've been having for years. You gotta go in on yourself. You can't depend on a company, a corporation, or organization, whoever it may be. These jobs, the quickest chance, the first chance they got to cut you, they gonna cut you.
Yeah, that's true. They just look for a reason to
come on now
to save some money.
It just is what it is, man. Like we hate it. It's unfortunate, but it's reality. It's reality, man. So like, go in on yourself. Go for your dream. Go for your goal. Like,
and even if you're not going for your dream or your goal, just make sure you got something to where you can always fall back. I don't care if it's your DoorDash account. I don't care if it's your fucking what's that the thing that your Instacart.
Yeah.
Like we should have another alleyway to be making bread. If your bread were to be cut off immediately.
Yeah, for sure. Couldn't agree more, man. Like you said, just have backup plan, whatever, a rainy day fund, whatever it may be, bro. Like, just be prepared for situations like this. This can happen to everybody. I'm talking to myself as well. Like, for real, like, that shit can happen any day. You know what I mean? But Amazon, is unfortunate. You get it from the business standpoint, especially if the cause, the effect of this is for them to, go more AI. We know that's coming. Walmart, we were just talking about them. We've seen how there's everybody's self checkout.
The checkout is damn near gone in Walmart.
So like we've seen it, and that's why I said I promise you can back me up. Hoppy can back me up. We sat as a group and we said that shit is about to happen. This was like 2018. We said in a few years there's not gonna be anybody working these cashiers.
We did, and there it is. And it's to the point now where there are no more than 5 cashiers.
So like, in situations like this, warehouses, they're probably going to move one day to robots, to AI. Whatever is cheaper, more efficient, they're always going to go with. If they don't have to pay you, if they could pay a robot to do it, they're going to do it. That's just our reality, man. But you just hate to see it. Like I said, these big companies, they don't care about you. But you have to understand it from, a business standpoint.
That's how you know they really don't care about you. They've been working this entire time using your labor just to use all that money to replace you. Yep. That's fucking insane.
Overnight.
Hey.
Overnight.
Gotta find something else.
Like you said, I understand when people want to save money. Cuts have to be made. Things have to be happen. I understand it. I get it.
Yeah. I think that might be it. Do we have other things we wanted to talk about?
Yeah, just one more. So staying in company, saving money. It was reported Elon Musk, once again, over at Twitter headquarters, making noise.
Holy shit.
He won't stop. But it's reported that he said no more free lunch. He has cut off all of the free lunch services at Twitter headquarters. He said it was costing $13 million a year, $400 meals every day. No more free lunch, man.
No. This is what I'm really trying to understand. What fucking meal costs $400? We could go
right.
We could go eat at Nobu.
So like,
I won't spend $400 on my meal solo.
Is this from like a pool of people, a group of people?
Nigga, this shit better be from Sam's Club.
Like what? How many people are we feeding? How many times are we spending $400? Because there's too many people where $400 just covers.
They said
everybody.
$400 daily per person.
No fucking way, dude.
On lunch.
No way.
I want to be able to.
That's crazy.
I wish that I had the actual tweets up. But there are actual tweets from Elon Musk stating that it was $400 per person.
Dang.
That they were using for lunch.
Okay, now your question makes more sense. What the hell were they eating at Twitter?
What the fuck are you having? Steak, lobster, and veal?
See, that's the issue. That's why they was losing money. Niggas just busy eating. It ain't no work getting done.
So what I have from Elon Musk right here says, especially bizarre given that almost no one came in the office. Estimated cost per lunch served in the past 12 months is greater than $400. Cost per lunch.
Nah, yeah, that's fucking crazy. That makes no sense. I would have cut that shit too. $13 million a year? That's crazy. $400 is too much for one person.
I've seen some reports that said that 400 is not true. They said I ran this program up until a week ago, and when I resigned because I didn't want to work for Elon, for breakfast and lunch, we spent $20 to $25 a day per person. This enabled employees to work through lunchtime and meetings. Attendance was anything between 20 to 50% in those meetings or in the offices.
Hey,
it's in the air.
I was going to say,
but
who knows?
Also, before Elon took control of fucking Twitter, there were fake statistics going around all over that motherfucker. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. We'll never know. But like we said, we understand people trying to make cuts, get some money. But yeah, no more free lunch. Better start packing them sack lunches, man.
If I'm losing billions of dollars next year, you're not getting that fucking $400 lunch.
Nah.
Sorry, you can eat dick.
Yeah, bro. Just sack lunches, lunch boxes from here on out.
Sack lunches.
You know, get your little peanut butter jelly sandwiches and your chips, fruit snacks. Call it a day.
No cap. Man, was that it?
That's all I had, man.
All right, let's go ahead and get out of here. That was episode 192 of the Rise and Grind podcast. It's your boy Roderick.
Sir Cari, we out.
Let's get it.